I've just had a practical session this morning where we used intradermal injections and administered them on a fake arm. That was the first ever PBL session I have felt absolutely so unprepared for. I knew nothing on stroke. I'm gonna go and see my mum. It was her birthday last week. Happy birthday. He hides every time I come in. Good morning. It is Monday and we've got another very busy week at med school. Last week was a very stressful one. I just had so much DJing work that clashed with obviously my studies, and to be honest I've done so little for case 5, which is last week's case on stroke. I've got so much catch up to do because I was in London all weekend DJing and then I had to come back to Manchester. I had like 6 gigs over the course of 3 days. Anyway, this week is a massive one because it is the start of a new case, case 6, but also we've got the mid-semester test, which is a test examining all of case 1 through to 5. Don't think I'm going to do anything towards case 6. So eat breakfast, consultation skills at 11, can't be late for that because I can't afford to get another absent marking, and then I've got PBL case close after that. So I'm basically having the Mondayest Monday ever. Like, my monitor's not working when connected to my laptop. I don't know what's going on. I've just had a Depop dispute whereby I sent the product. The person said they've not received it, and Depop have just closed the case, refunded the buyer, and basically just they've taken my parcel. And also today's PBL session, which I just got back from, went terribly, as in like that was the first ever PBL session I have felt absolutely so unprepared for. It's because I've been too reliant on just telling myself I can just rely on Ninja Nerd. I've realized I can't just rely on Ninja Nerd. The way that I've been doing things right now is just pulling up Ninja Nerd videos, adding it to my revision list, and just going through those videos one by one. But the problem is with Ninja Nerd, some of these episodes are an hour long and I've got like 5 to get through. Impossible to just take notes on one little aspect of stroke. I'm not going to be able to get through the course content. So right now I am going to focus on just finishing off question banks for the rest of the afternoon into the evening on stroke, just trying to get through as much as I possibly can before tomorrow's case open. So we're getting lots done. I've done about 3 hours and 45 minutes today, catching up on the stroke material, just using the notes that I have rather than watching Ninja Nerd because it's too extensive. And to be honest, I feel like I'm back in the groove a little bit as to what I used to be doing. I think moving forward from the future cases, case 6 to case 10, which is what semester 3 comprises of, I'm gonna put less emphasis on Ninja Nerd because, you know, this week I need to sit that SEM test, and you know I'm so far behind in terms of building my question banks, and that's obviously because I've been focusing on Ninja Nerd lectures and trying to write question banks on them. This week I am going to prioritize just cases 1 to case 5. I'm going to probably forget about doing any work for case 6 because I do really want to do well on that mid-sem test. I'm going to continue working now, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, Tuesday. Really looking forward to this morning's PBL. Case open, case 6. Get in. It is just about 7 p.m. and today I started actually doing a load of social media stuff. I had to schedule a few Instagram posts on my main Instagram, which you can check out right here if you want to have a look at that, my travel channel, and edit some photos. After that, I then decided to start working on some more of last week's case 5, getting through some of the generalized anxiety disorder and just finishing off some more of the stroke stuff, just getting some question banks done and dusted. So haven't done any case 6, which is the new case for this week. Then also after that, I just joined a meeting with Match Manchester, which is Manchester's US society that give you advice, and Yaffa Chowdhury was presenting on the actual presentation, which was absolutely mental. I literally use his notes every day to create my question bank. He's apparently applying now to America as well, so we're gonna have some great insight because he's actually doing a presentation later this month. So really excited to see that. But now I am gonna head home because I'm gonna go and see my mum. It was her birthday last week, and I've got her some AirTags for her birthday, because she's going to India. So I got her these, I need to give her those, and I've got swimming tonight as well in Preston. So I need to start packing and head over on the train. Happy birthday. Coordinates as you can see.
Oh, exciting. Oh, thank you very much.
That's
perfect. Oh, thank you both. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
So, good morning. It is Wednesday, and yeah, my mum absolutely loved her AirTags, so that's good news. And I also just had a haircut, so I'm happy about that. I've got the mop sorted out, but it is Wednesday. I did wake up feeling absolutely dreadful. Throat was completely inflamed. Woke up at 6 feeling like death. Fortunately, I have had 2 COVID tests, not COVID. Must just be something going round, as every single Brit ever likes to say. But yeah, today I just need to finish off case 5. Yeah, start cracking on with case 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then sit the mid-sem test at some point. That's the plan. So about an hour into studying, I've actually found using the Rangan-Dales pharmacology book really helpful at explaining the mechanism of action of benzodiazepines and how they're helpful in treating generalized anxiety disorders, because I was trying to figure out why for that 2-week period you use benzodiazepines, and I found some of the notes didn't really explain that, but by using a pharmacology textbook, it really breaks it all down in a really understandable way. And usually I'm pretty averse to using textbooks just because I find it a lot more helpful to just go on Google and just search it. But I often find if you do that on Google, you find so many different resources that tell you different sort of things. And especially with a drug like a benzodiazepine, like diazepam, which is so common, there are so many lay individual explanations versus scientific explanations. And just by reading a textbook, it broke it down to me so succinctly and so understandably that it essentially just increases the binding affinity of GABA. And of course, the fact that it's used acutely to treat anxiety just whilst the action of the SSRIs actually start to take action after 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, still stuck on just writing about anxiety on case 5, so quite a lot further to go. And this is our very adorable cat number 1. This is Milo. You've probably met him before on some of the other videos. Oh, you look so confused. And this is pussycat number 2. This is Dora. She's a Siberian. She's very, very cute. I think I'm not sure what kind of cat he is. I think he's also a Siberian, but they're both just adorable and a massive distraction when you're trying to be productive. So Dora grew up in this little box and she always used to, sleep in it. But she's grown up and the box hasn't. She still insists that she fits in it. Alright, so after doing another few hours studying, about 3 hours today, and 4 hours today in total, I do feel like I've been productive, getting lots done on memory. So I finished anxiety. Now I'm gonna go swimming training because that always makes me feel better. And also, of course, exercise is very good for memory consolidation. It's now 7:45, swimming's from 8 till 9:30. And then I've got to train to catch to Manchester at 11 p.m. I'll arrive home at midnight. And then I'll get to my flat, no doubt, at 12:30. Ready for tomorrow morning's clinical skills. So, good night. And good morning. I have had a wicked one. I've just had a practical session this morning where we used intradermal injections and administered them on a fake arm. So that was really cool. Obviously, I've always been on the receiving end of an injection, so to actually administer them, it was very cool. It was a lidocaine solution, so a little local anesthetic. And then after that, we did some urine analysis, whereby we had 2 urine samples and analyzed whether there was proteins in it or glucose or anything else. And then we did blood glucose, which of course we tested on ourselves. So yeah, really cool. But now I've got to get back to the flat because I've got an online debrief for the clinical experience that we've had so far, which is the GP practice a couple of weeks ago. Let's go. Alright, so after an absolutely wicked morning session of practicals, doing injections, so sick. After that, we had a clinical experience debrief, which was really helpful, with a GP basically talking to us about our experience on the GP clinical work experience that we did, just making us understand it a bit better. Any queries that we had, you know, we could raise it with them and then ask why we observed this, as opposed to maybe something that we were taught. So that was really helpful. I did that whilst putting my Asda delivery away. And now for the last hour, I've just basically been sorting out this next video to be scheduled on this channel. As you guys can see, there is actually a backlog, but I actually need to set off for my anatomy tutorial for case 6, which is this week's case that I've not done any work towards. It's to do with the face, I think. So I need to head over there, can't be late. Let's go. Also, apologies for the lack of quality in these videos recently. My main camera is going for repair, so I'm stuck with the point and shoot. I promise, as soon as it's repaired, we'll get back to the high quality DSLR footage. Tutorial was all about the muscles of the face, the innervation of the face, and unfortunately I'd not done any pre-reading, so it just went all over my head. I mean, I recognised some of the names just from my undergrad sake, but did not remember any of the branches of the facial nerve. But now, back to the flat, get some food, get revising. And so, since getting home, I had some lunch and I decided to just fill out some of my PPD, which just details the intradermal injections that I did this morning, just because it's fresh on my head, and their clinical skills that I needed to be filling out. And I have finished off the case 5 notes and basically halfway through, well, not halfway through, pretty much done with case 1 and all the notes there. Just need to finish off some of the anatomy, which is just here doing some question banks, and once I've done that, I'm going to be wrapped up for case 1. So I'm hoping to finish that tonight after work, but right now it is 6:45, so I need to go and DJ, so catch you guys later.
Good morning.
Friday. Had a late night last night because I met up with Nick, my good friend who's in Manchester for a few days. Went to the Ivy, had a few cocktails. Don't feel great. Got a tutorial in 10 minutes. Need to finish this. See you after the tutorial. Look who showed up this morning. He's warming up his shoulders. Go on, give us a little piece of what we should expect in the ring. So Matt's a pro boxer. Matt's getting warmed up for all the yeah, that's what it's going to make the cut. It's going to make the cut, but this is how Matt makes me feel because he hides every time I come in. So every time I see him, we get warmed up, ready for the time that we start swinging. Yeah, it's going to happen. Where are you going?
Can't wait. I'm going to work.
He's just so desperate to leave my company. That's it. The first time I get to speak to him all week long, and what do? You run to the door with your rucksack on. And I caught him on his way out. He's there running mid-motion. Oh, hi, Matt. Alright bye-bye. Alright, so this morning's tutorial was good. Really helpful about the cranial nerves and where their nuclei is in the brainstem. But since then, I mean, it's 1 PM nearly, and I've done nothing because I've just been, you know, trying to figure out what's wrong with my throat. It's really, really sore, really inflamed for 4 days. Managed to get through to the GP, and I went to the chemist and picked up some penicillin, so I'm on this now for the next 4 days. Because I've just not been feeling good. Apparently I've got acute pharyngitis. Yeah, hopefully after taking penicillin for the next 4 days, I'm gonna feel better. I've got work tonight, so I need to get on with some more studying, question banks, and yeah, let's get into it. And it is now Saturday, which is where I'm gonna wrap up this week's video. Yesterday was really good because I got some more notes done for the anatomy. I basically finished off case 1, so all of the notes for that are done and I can just focus on some active recall for that. Now I just need to get through case 2, 3, 4, and 5 over the next couple of days because my mid-semester test has to be done by Tuesday, so I've only got a couple of days to actually go through all that and revise. But, you know, I went DJing last night, which was good, just to take my mind off all the studying, and today I'm gonna do some more of that, along with lots more DJing. But with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button down below if you're new here, and also check out this playlist with many more videos like this one. But as always, I'll see you in the next one.